All right. We are live, and we are actually me, because pretty sure Blough fell asleep putting Margot to bed. So, you know what? I'm going to say it's just me tonight. I think we can do this. I don't know, though. We're going to find out. I'm going to get. I'm doing something different this time. This is a live feed straight to YouTube live, and hopefully I'll be able to link this to you guys somehow by the end of this. I'll figure this out. If it doesn't work, then you guys are never going to hear this anyway. I'll figure something else out. But I'm still going to get Craig to join in on the
now recording
Discord channel, just in case. This is a backup here. So, all right, everyone. I hope everyone had a wonderful Halloween weekend. Although there were a bunch of nasty injuries during Week 9's games. I, for one, happened to suffer. I didn't. It was Jaden Daniels. Basically decided that he was double jointed and his elbow could go the other way. Apparently his doctors told him he wasn't double jointed. However, I guess not a whole lot of damage was done. We'll see. I don't know. We're waiting to hear more, I think. So, but some other notable injuries to happen over the weekend. Chicago Bears tight end Cole Kmet just kind of got a concussion and he was ruled out. There was Cincinnati Bengals running back. I think he's the backup though. Samaje Perine. He's gone. Anyway, who cares? Ankle ruled out. Oh shoot, this is weird. Okay, this is gonna be first time trying this, so I forgot to do what we gotta have the intro. So we're gonna go right into the intro here. We're gonna do the intro. Before we get into any rest of the injuries for the week here. Let's go ahead and let's say it. Everyone who's listening, say it with me, and let's go check out and see what's going on behind the tool shed. The tool shed, my dreams are to die. Your team's a dumpster fire. Don't even try. You want my hose for a kicker. You're out of your mind. Bring off, buddy. You're wasting my time. Bring off. Take your trade and go. You're the king of bad offers. Thought you should know. Bring off. Don't come back again. In the tool shed, we're all tools, my friend. Buster's a joke. It's a circus act. You draft like you're blindfolded. Blah blah blah. Okay, all right. That was it. All right, let's get back into it here. That was kind of. I hope that worked. We're gonna find out, but anyway, we'll see what's going on. Dan is must have woken up because I think he joined in. We'll see where he's going with this here. We'll see if he jumps in.
Hey.
Hey, there he is.
definitely fell asleep.
He definitely. Hey man, listen, I was gonna try and solo, man, and I got a little bit into it before I realized I forgot to play the intro. Listen, I have to tell you because I've already told the listeners. This is freaking live. This is going on live right now. So there's no editing or whatever. This is gonna be straight to our YouTube live channel. So, we're just going for it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm ready.
I think this is probably for the best because I was gonna go over the Week 9 injuries. Because I have it pulled up here. Actually, I think this could be pretty fun segment for everyone to just sit and writhe in pain about what happened to their players.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I had already talked about the Bears tight end Cole Kmet. He was ruled out with a concussion. Here's a big one that didn't hurt me in this league, but it hurt me in my other work league. Green Bay Packers tight end Tucker Kraft is done. He's out, torn ACL. And also wide receiver Matthew Golden was also ruled out for Green Bay Packers. So that was a nasty bit.
Brutal week of
Yeah,
injuries.
yes, it was. Houston Texans quarterback C.J. Stroud was ruled out with a concussion. Let's keep going here. Wide receiver, cornerback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Travis Hunter, will undergo examination by team doctor to figure out what his next course of action is. So that's no good right there. Some Kansas had a offensive tackle. Oh, here's a bad one. Los Angeles
I
Rams.
think you're forgetting one important one.
Am I?
Might be.
Okay, well, we'll see. I got a bunch here. I'm just going down the list here.
Okay, keep
So
going, keep going.
you
I didn't
tell
mean to interrupt
me though
you.
once we get there. But the L.A. Rams, Puka Nacua did not return after exiting in the third quarter, but apparently he is okay after injuring his ribs. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make it for Week 10. Minnesota's Vikings running back Aaron Jones' shoulder did not return to Detroit against Detroit. He suffered an AC joint sprain, but the belief is that it's minor, so we'll see. New England Patriots had wide receiver Kayshon Boutte. I just like saying that name, Boutte. He had a hamstring. He pulled a hammy, in his booty. And so
He pulls booty.
he
Yeah.
did. He might have pulled his booty. He did. Let's keep going here. Defensive end. Yeah, I'm not gonna really talk about the defense. I'm only talking about the offensive people that that we have on our active rosters and all that. But I did mention this at the beginning of before you got in, and then I was like, oh shit, I have to do the intro. But yeah, Washington Commanders quarterback, some dude named Jaden Daniels. I guess he's the quarterback out there. He thought he was double jointed. But as I said before, the doctors told him, in fact, that he is not double jointed in that left arm. So,
I thought you'd be way more upset than you actually sound.
well, you weren't here for the beginning, so
I did miss the beginning. You're right.
I was a little PO'd. You can say that. I was so bad that I was PO'd. I
I
guess
just have to listen like the rest of it, like the rest of the good
yeah,
people.
exactly. I guess a wide receiver Luke McCaffrey was also ruled out in the first quarter. But yeah, those were the injuries, the Halloween spooky injuries that happened to our fantasy league players, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good for me. As I'm sure it's never good for
No.
anybody, but I needed a win this week. I really did. I had it. I had it in my clutches, in my hands.
So close.
Do you just want to get my thing out of the way against Sean here, because we should
Let's just talk about it. Let's just have a quick therapy session.
I actually felt pretty good going into this one. I had a
Let it
chance.
out. Let it out.
I I had the chance. Everything was there. Things were going my way. Two things happened that screwed me over. Jaden Daniels obviously sucked. It wasn't his injury was in the fourth quarter, and he was not doing very good anyway. So I'll say that it wasn't really his injury that screwed me. What screwed me was Sean's freaking Brock Bowers tight end tripling his score, his projected. It's
Unbelievable.
I can't. Yeah, exactly. Almost quadrupling his estimated total there. He was scheduled. I'm going to say scheduled. He was projected to get maybe 13 points, and no, he's like, nah, I'm going to get 44.3. So that really
He
put the
went
nail in the coffin.
completely off this week,
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, and it's not like he's been like the best. Like everyone knows, he was going to be a decent running or a tight end, but it's not like he was getting this pointage, the whole year. Pointage.
Good word.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, of all the freaking weeks to go off, he decided to go off against my team, who, I was dealing with a bye week. My number one receiver, Emeka Ibuka, was out. And a couple other players. I could have used, another tight end. But Theo Johnson, I had plugged Theo Johnson in from the Giants, and he didn't do too bad. He got me 11.7 points, which was
Great.
more than I was hoping for. So I'll take that. Um,
What his projection?
his projection was like 10, so he did. Yeah, you're right. So he did well. I was just, if Jaden Daniels would have played better. Here's the problem though. I played the better of my quarterbacks too because I had Aaron Rodgers. Um, you know, it's just what it is. It is what it is. I got it. I take the loss. I'm 3-6, sitting not so pretty in 12th place.
You're just gonna have to. You're just gonna have to put everybody on upset alert the rest of the year.
Yeah,
There's still time.
that's true. Just watch out for ET's egg bukkake party because you might get upset, but most likely
Because
not.
Big Hockey's coming back next week, so you should be back on the.
Mm-hmm. The bukkake party is coming back this new week here, so watch out. Be aware of your surroundings when you're at the egg bukkake party. You just never know uh, what it's gonna be. You might win, you might not. There's a small chance you might not. So I lost though
I'll tell you,
112 to
I haven't played
103.
a Bukake party yet this year, and I'm scared.
You should be. You should be scared because it's a surprise. It's a surprise egg bukkake party. It's always a surprise. If you come to the bukkake party, egg bukkake party, excuse me, it's gonna be a surprise.
I'm scared. I play you not to get ahead of ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
but I play you in week 12, and I'm nervous. I'm worried about it.
I'll take the nervous. I'll accept that as a compliment. You should be nervous, but we'll see how that goes. But how did the rest of the week go for everyone else here?
Yeah, I'm looking at well, we'll just get the most boring matchup out of the way. Um, I don't even want to. I feel sad for Anthony if we're being completely honest.
Oh,
Um, I don't want to make fun of. He just got his team let him down. And he had Tucker Craft
yep.
and he had some people that I've never heard of, and
He
his guys just let him down.
his
There's nothing
third
else to say about
his third best player on the team was Dyke. Was Dyke.
it. It's
That's
unbelievable. Yeah,
yeah. He's got a Dyke on his team, and it was the third
I've never
best.
heard of.
Yeah, exactly. For Tennessee, he's got a Tennessee Dyke on his team, and um, it wasn't enough. It wasn't even close. In fact, this might be the lowest score with a full active roster that I have ever seen.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it is one of the lowest scores we've ever seen.
I tried.
I don't even have the heart to say anything else.
Listen. I'm not going to go into much of this talk because I had talked to Anthony uh, before Thursday's game, and I tried to swing a Rogers trade to him for one of his tight ends, and in hindsight, probably could have, but it wouldn't have helped regardless because Rogers did junk. But this is the part that I want to toot my horn at. I said to him, I said, listen, you got to start the winning streak this week here, and you know what? Tua is not going to be the guy to do it. Tua is not going to be able to take on
You were right.
Baltimore. I was right about that. I wasn't right about the overall points that each of these quarterbacks would have gotten, but Tua was not going to be able to put together a game to win against Baltimore. And I said, you need Rodgers because he's the old vet. He's the old uncle that knows the game and knows how to plan get a plan of attack to beat the Colts. And I was right, wasn't I? Wasn't I right?
Right. You were 100% right.
I was. Now, he had his own reasons for it, and I don't need to speak for him. but he did decline it, and it is what it is. Maybe I'm glad he didn't trade me Tucker Kraft, because he could have traded me Tucker Kraft, who got hurt and is done for the year. So,
Yeah. You dodged a bullet there.
yeah, I do like your team though. I mean, minus the play of Jordan Love against Carolina, that was unexpected. And
I was frustrated. I'm going to call out Jordan Love right now. I'm actually very frustrated with my starting quarterback.
yeah,
I thought he knew that we trusted him. I made a little trade
yep.
um
Mm-hmm. I
beginning of last week.
I think you were
Uh,
ROSing him,
get rid
rest
of
of season him.
Yeah,
Pretty sure you said.
I thought maybe that giving letting him know that we were behind that we stood behind him and that we trusted his play that he would have done a little more this week, and apparently I was wrong, but
Yeah,
you know, happy to welcome a new running back to the team that's going to get his first start here this coming week.
yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Yeah, because Chuba Hubbard didn't do very well for you, did he?
Yeah, Chuba had a rough one. He's been overtaken by Dowdle.
Yeah, yeah,
So
he has.
he's going to be benched on this team in favor of Judkins, who we just traded for.
Yeah,
So our running back room got a little more crowded, but a lot more talent there as well.
yeah. Good to hear. Um, Let me see here. What else do we have? So we don't need to say anything more about you guys' win. It was embarrassing. It was an embarrassing win. Really, I mean, you should feel bad about beating them so badly.
That's why I fell asleep. It was such a boring week. Um, that's why I was late and why I fell asleep.
Yeah,
I can't even think of a better excuse.
yeah. Well, you know who wasn't boring?
I think
Trev.
I know where you're going.
Trev getting the win over the ultimate stinkers, Tony. Holy
It's a
moly!
huge That's a huge win for Trevin. About a
Yes.
4 point margin
Yep.
of victory. Trev is on a 4 game winning streak right now.
Look at that.
Um, his he's looking
This was the
he's looking scary.
this was
His
the
team's looking scary.
this was battle for the middle ground. This was the 4-4 game, and Trev has taken the upper hand in the middle ground. He has, and he's going to be scary get down the stretch. Looking
Yeah,
at his team.
he put himself into a playoff position with a really strong performance. Led by Drake London, who had I think 3 touchdowns.
Yes,
Um,
who
one
he
of
was.
his
He
one of his
was
best game of the
when
year.
he was on the show. When Trev was on the show, he was talking up Drake London. He was, and he was right. I'll say that.
He showed faith in his guy, and his guy performed.
He did. He did. Now Tony did get some good performance out of a lot of his players too. Josh Allen did great. He went above and beyond his projected. Kyron Williams did wonderful. Jamar Chase has been benefiting with the old man Flacco out there.
Oh, Joe Flacco.
Exactly. It's Mark Andrews and Kareem Hunt. Yeah, I mean, against half of the teams this week, Tony would have won. He just happened to trip against Trev.
It was a fun matchup. I mean, I
Yeah,
think we talked last week, Adam, and this was one of the ones we thought was going to be exciting. And Trev, Trev really stepped up to the plate. His guys are really going to work. His guys are really going to work for him.
yeah,
He's climbing the power rankings.
yep, yep. He definitely did, and he deserves it. But you know what? Watch out for Tony. Watch out for Tony. Don't get
Don't count Tony out.
exactly. Don't get comfy, Trev. Don't get comfy. You have ultimate stinkers. He's the ultimate for a reason. So just watch out. Watch out.
I'll tell you what. Not to segue too quickly, but another team that's looking really scary, who took out another
Mm,
top tier team, is is Taylor getting Adam Petrin,
Look at that.
taking down the joy of painting in Jimmy Lewis. Adam's team looks scary good.
I am. I would be afraid. Now is. Um, he's 7-2 now, sitting in third place, but that's that's one win away from being in first place right now.
Yeah, he
Because you
could.
could be, it could be. So one game against E.T. Egbukake's party, or one loss against a certain Egbukake's party, could potentially put the number one uh, team in position that they don't want to be, and Taylor Gang could pop off.
And you play him this week, don't you?
I do. Maybe I can pull something out. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I'll be a thorn in Taylor's side there and make him work for it.
Well, we've talked about you being, playing spoiler, so
Yeah,
I'm excited to see what happens.
that's what I got to do. Now, Jimmy's team, you can't ask for much, better, scores from your top players. It's tough to still get that, to get over 30 points for a quarterback and still lose the game. And that's because your opponent's quarterback got over 50
Scored
points.
50.
Exactly, 50.5.
And who would have expected that from Caleb Williams?
Oh,
That's insane. That was a crazy game.
what a wild game it was, all the way down to the end of it. And it really worked out well for Petrin there. Christian McCaffrey has always been great, and Jalen Warren getting 2 touchdowns. Um, Good on him. I still say that his second touchdown should have been a throw touchdown because he tossed the ball to him. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, it's not like I had Aaron
Yeah, You
Rodgers
were
playing
you were a little
everybody.
frustrated about that on Sunday, weren't you?
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because I wasn't playing Aaron Rodgers, but it would have made a better case for my trade that I had proposed. So that's the only
Fair.
saltiness I have about that one. I'm not salty about a lot of things. The only things I'm really salty about is that should have been a throw in my book. And damn it, if Billy Weaver wouldn't have picked Saquon Barkley out of order,
Wouldn't have even been a problem if you would have had Saquon Barkley.
this would have never even happened.
There's two things it always comes back to.
Yes,
You'd be undefeated if Billy didn't pick Saquon Barkley.
out of order. Exactly. That's number one right there. And then whatever else is happening this particular week. That's number
Yes,
two.
exactly.
But
Wow, yeah. Adam Petrin's
yes.
team is he even got a -1 from the Chiefs defense and
Could you imagine if
still
he?
beat Jimmy by almost 30.
Oh, I think, weren't we expecting that? Weren't we saying like the Chiefs could get 0 and he'd probably still win? For some reason, I have that in the back of my head, but I could be
I
wrong.
just have to go back and re-listen to last
We
week's, but I
might
think
have
you're
to.
right.
Might have to check the tapes on that one.
Jimmy's got to be super upset because he was a high scoring team this week too.
Yeah,
He just got outgunned by Adam.
he's 6-3 in fifth place right now.
Crazy.
It's wild, absolutely wild. But that's the name of the game. Petrin comes away with a win, a nice win,
Nice
and
win puts him in third place, tied for I guess everyone's me and Drew are all tied for first place.
there it is.
But based on points, he'd be the 3 seed going into the playoffs today.
Yes,
Crazy that a 6-3 team is in fifth.
it is. That's so wild. Oh, hey, that's our league. That's the tool shed, you guys.
There's
It's
still
rough
there's
and tough.
still there's still several weeks to go. So we can
That's right.
there's still a lot can happen, and even if you look at the next one, Wade Bogstall versus Mike Tirico,
So this,
Xander, hate to say, on an 8 game losing streak.
yeah,
Um, I know that he was looking for a win or for a big upset against Drew, but it just didn't happen for him. Close,
it
close,
is a close,
but
low scoring game. We'll say that.
it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, he still lost.
This is like a classic Steelers, field goal game kind of thing. Everyone's just hitting field goals the whole time. Um, Drew, he was sneaky. He went and picked up that Kyle Manon guy after hearing of Swift being out. Because I
It
went and
paid
heard,
off for him.
it did. I went and even looked. I was like, oh, Swift is out. I better go see if that Manana guy is available. And nope, Drew had swiftly swooped in and picked him up. So good pickup on him, and that definitely I would say was a contributing factor to his win, especially when you look at the rest of his running backs, uncharacteristically sucking for Jahmyr Gibbs. See, that's why I traded him away. Because look at him, 5.8 points. That's why I traded him away. I knew that was going to happen. I knew the downfall of Jahmyr Gibbs was going to really come back to finally bite him in the butt.
Yeah, that was a rough week, especially coming off a bye and going for 40 points the week before that.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I just well,
combined 8.8 points from your two starting running backs. That's rough. That's a rough look, but
yeah.
he was lucky to go up against the last place team this week,
He was. He lucked out with
who
that.
didn't get much, who didn't get many more points from his running backs.
I had hoped for a lot more out of that Kamani Vidal for the Chargers because I had actually picked him up in my other league, and no, he was a big stinker, big 3 points for Kamani Vidal in a decently scoring game, but Jake Ferguson, another subpar game for the tight end that was the number one ranked tight end 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Jake Ferguson didn't play great, but again, Drew got just enough out of his guys
He to eke out a win.
to notch another one in the win column.
Yeah, Xander. I mean, he's probably happy that Lamar's back, and even with the loss in fantasy league, he's probably happy that this. I don't even want to say their name, but they won against some other low
Yeah,
dumb team
the only
anyway.
one in the
So
league is probably happy about that.
it's just dumb anyway. But
They still stink.
yeah, they really do. I mean, who loses to Miami? Like really? So I mean, of course,
Nobody lives in Miami.
exactly.
So it doesn't that basically doesn't even count.
Yeah, exactly. But he had to roll with Ja'Cory, Krosky, Merritt, and it's just is what he is what it is. That's what he had to do, and it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough. At least he put Justice Hill on the bench finally.
Yeah, it's about time.
He must have finally listened and
Yeah, he did listen. I think he must have to the last episode where I mean, we didn't really rip into him that bad about it. I don't think so, but I'm glad he took our advice.
yes. Speaking of ripping into people, Saquon D's nuts
Uh,
didn't very good either.
no, I'm just
His team auto draft.
that was against Team Auto Draft. This was your time to really make Team Auto Draft Saquon D's nuts, and no, there was no Saquoning on any nuts by
There was
JJ's team.
none of that.
No, no. Well, Saquon D's nuts. Saquon did have a bye, and he was hurt, so um,
I had to start a running back named Brashard Smith who got zero point 0.7 points. That's worse than like Justice Hill.
like what?
And he had to start Evan Ingram at tight end who got 0 points.
Yeah,
Brutal.
it was brutal. I mean, this was the case of the buys. He had the buys, and it was
Case of
bad.
advice, you're right. He did have, like you said, Saquon on the bench, Brees Hall on the bench.
Look at him though. He's getting prepared in case Saquon has to miss any time. He's got Tank Bigsby there to fill in if Sega. But you know what? Tank Bigsby is not Saquon D's nuts Barkley, so we'll
He
see.
didn't even get 4 total points from his two starting running backs this week. He
Yeah,
got 3.4 points
yeah,
from his two running backs and tight end combined.
yeah. That's a bad.
Brutal.
That is
I'm
very
questioning
brutal.
if Billy's even trying. Yeah, that I'm gonna say it. I don't know that he's even trying.
I think he would. I think he needs to make some trades if he wants to. At least
Play
play
spoiler.
some spoiler like us. Like not us, like me. I mean, you can still spoil people's games, too. But I'm gonna be spoiling, hopefully. So we need him to get back to spoiling some teams here. Team auto draft, just they had a good game.
Dominated.
Yeah, it was a hell of a game.
Almost 49 points from Joe Flacco. Unbelievable.
Yep.
Almost 30 from Rico Dowdle.
Who
Crazy.
saw that coming against Green Bay?
What an upset for Carolina against Green Bay this week. That last second field goal.
Yeah,
Crazy. He just had a solid performance up and down the board.
yeah,
Other than Jonathan Taylor, who had an abnormally bad game against the
yeah.
Steelers,
What a bum.
his team, most of his guys, were in double digits. Didn't get a great performance from the Raiders defense, but what do you expect there?
Yeah,
He had a couple guys. He had Devontae Smith on bye. He had he made some good roster decisions this week for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. I can respect all of those decisions he made, unless he didn't make them and he used
Unless he
auto.
used an AI bot, you're right.
Yeah,
He may have used an AI bot to make his lineup, and if that's the case, then we don't respect his lineup
no,
decisions.
exactly. In fact, I what do I want to say? I do not respect the opposite of respect. I disrespect his. Maybe that's what I was. I don't
Yeah,
know. That's
I
not what I was trying to
disrespect
say.
his
But yeah,
lineup if that's the case. You
exactly.
never know. He did auto draft.
Yeah, anything's possible at this point for him. But yeah, he comes away with a pretty commanding win, um, and another fairly commanding win for the last of it to round us off is Mr. Feeney's big old weenie taking out Gage.
Yeah, I think Gage needs to change his team name to Big Weenie Top Gage Bottom.
Yeah,
'Cause that's basically how it looked this
I
week.
think so. I think you're right. He got goose eggs. Gage did from Romo Dunze. He didn't get. It's time to put Alvin Kamara out to pasture, don't you think?
Yeah,
Everyone,
absolutely.
he has not done anything this year at all.
It's crazy that Rome Odunze had 0 points when his team scored 47. Did he get hurt?
I don't think so. I don't
No.
remember saying his name in the catch up there. So yeah, no, I think they just did not throw to him at all.
They targeted him 3 times
Yeah,
in a game where they scored 47 points. That's crazy.
unbelievable. I mean, Cincinnati must have. I don't know. Like, must have covered him and nobody else. Then I guess they're like the whole defense just covered this. I think number two receiver. So, oh
Wow.
yeah, that was tough. And Keenan Allen didn't do anything to help really. Zach Ertz, I don't know. He's gonna have Marcus Mariota thrown to him probably this week. So nothing was really going on in Washington anyway. But
Nothing special
I
there.
mean, how about Dalton Kincaid though for Buffalo really balling out against Kansas City?
Yeah, that's gonna have to be Gage's go-to tight end the rest of the year. He's probably gonna have to bench Zach Ertz with the
Yeah,
quarterback situation there in Washington.
yep, I agree. Did you see the end of the Buffalo Kansas City game where Josh Allen went up to shake hands with Mahomes, and Mahomes is just like, this is their offsides bullshit. It's like, dude, just take the
Mahomes is such
loss.
a crybaby
Yeah,
now.
exactly. He really is. Like, come on. At this point, like Josh Allen, you got to call him out on the spot. Be like, dude, chill out, man. You lost.
Call him out on TV.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what needs to
I'm
happen.
tired of Mahomes.
Yeah, it's time. Get him off TV.
Yeah, but credit to the big weenie.
Yeah, for sure.
Jacoby Brissett making a bold move starting Jacoby Brissett. I know Jalen Hurts is on bye, so that was a good move on Craig's part. And
Yeah,
how about T. Higgins going off for 35?
look at that. Everyone's like, hey, Jamar Chase is the guy. No, T. Higgins was the guy this week.
Yeah,
Definitely.
did a lot better as compared to his counterpart Romo Dunze too. So
Yeah, that's a big difference there. He
so
has some.
Craig's keeping his playoff hopes alive.
Yeah,
He's an eighth, but there's still time.
Mr. Feeney's big weenie is on the up. It's on the up. It's going up. It's better.
Gage is still there at 5-4. I'm wondering if a name change might
Yeah,
spark a little winning streak there. You never know.
yeah. I did see that. We didn't really address this, but Anthony has officially changed his name to Riggin Riggs. I'm
He
not.
did change his name. He texted me about that this week. He thought I was going to bring him some luck. Just unfortunately,
It was too
his guy
late.
didn't show up. And
Yeah.
if you never watched the TV show Friday Night Lights, that's a reference for
Okay.
Friday Night Lights.
There we go. There you go, everybody. Friday Night Lights, Riggin Riggs. Well, he's gonna need to rig something better for the next game for him. So
Yeah, he's going to have to really show up.
yeah, for sure. Um,
Oh, and look who joined us. Speaking
hey,
of the devil,
we literally
a
just
surprise. We have a surprise guest in the house.
woohoo.
Well, I figured I'd face the music. I saw you guys were still on.
We were
Did I?
just talking about Riggins Riggs.
Oh no.
honestly, it was like we just said, hey,
You
by
talk
the
on the
way,
perfect time.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, it's also not awesome.
it's not so
It's
awesome,
been
is it?
it's
Yeah,
been
it's
a
not
long
awesome.
week. I feel like between like this week and like 3 weeks ago when had a playoff spot, things have taken a downturn. A little bit bad luck,
This is
a little a little bit.
I think
We weren't even making fun of you. We were saying how bad we felt that your team just completely didn't show up for you whatsoever.
Aubrey Plaza's
Truly.
Vespa ran out of gas, so you're like, guess what? It's time to bring in Rig and Riggs. And
Mm-mm.
listen, you did not rig it up enough, unfortunately.
No, I was telling Julie that like maybe I shouldn't have named my team after like a failed auto wrecking business out of Texas.
Yeah.
But the brothers, they got a lot of heart. They'll protect each other no matter what, and that's what I was hoping
Yes.
my teammates would do for each other. And you could see that. I don't know. I guess without like with Baker at the helm, there's just no leadership. No leadership at all. And that just like and the injury bug has really gotten to everybody, but it's just it's not my week.
Yeah. I had mentioned I didn't go over your side of the story because I didn't want to speak for you, but I did let everyone know that I had proposed a trade, which you had declined, and I respected that, and I told everyone that I respected that, but I did say everyone's already heard this, but I want to say it again. I was right about something, wasn't I?
You're right about something, and hindsight's always 20/20 because that would have been, oh my gosh. I feel like if we went through with that trade, I still would have lost, but B, I think your heart would be in the gutter right now, thinking like, oh man, like
Yep.
trying and failing. So at least I preserved a little bit of Cresley's dignity there.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't look like a goofball this time, with this, but
Not this time.
I'm just happy that I was really talking out of my ass when I was like, hey, listen, let me give you this pitch. Tua is not going to be the man to beat Baltimore, but guess what? Old man Rodgers can figure out Indy. I was just like, you know what? I got to pitch him something. And
That
I just happened to be right about it. It wasn't that they were both high scoring quarterbacks, unfortunately. So
no, well, yeah, and like exactly, it was, and all the logic was there, and I was just like, I don't want to mortgage my future for 1 week against like the top team,
yeah,
and but maybe everything,
Flatter me.
yeah, butterfly effect. Who knows? Maybe if I said yes to that, maybe Puka tears his ACL,
yeah, and
and
you get to keep Tucker Kraft alive too because
yeah,
he's out. That's
oh my
probably
god,
what would have happened.
something about those ugly jerseys is contagious with bad play.
Oh yeah,
Uh, it's terrible, but yeah, no, I'm just facing the music. I hope my team gets I mean, there's like a couple bye weeks in there, as in just didn't show up. So I hope I
You
don't
have
know if
your
I'll win
leader.
another.
You have your leader coming back in week
yeah.
10. So
Yeah,
let's just chalk this
Let's
one up as the injury bug and the bye week bug got the best of you, and let's reset here.
let's
yeah,
reset now. Anthony, can we keep you on for a couple more minutes here because I want to go over the superlatives with you here.
yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you should stay on and go through the superlatives, and then we'll go through next week's matchups. You can make some picks.
Is that all
Okay.
right? Is you good to
Yeah,
stay up for? Okay, cool.
yeah,
We're not gonna
unless
be too long
unless
here.
the toddler comes coming down the stairs,
Hey,
I'm all
get
game.
him on. All right, so I have our superlatives put in the podcast part of the Discord there, but I'll just go ahead and read the first one because it just actually no, I don't want to read the first one to either one of
I'll
you.
read the first one. Since I hopped on, I'll
Okay,
give you a
I'm just gonna
breather.
go
So
away and cry for a second. It should only take a couple
yeah,
minutes. For me.
Dan and I'll cover it. Yeah.
Okay.
But what a week. We'll start with the first one. This is just Lone Rangers versus ET's Ibukaki Party. Boy, oh boy. What are the odds? Lone Ranger is one of the lowest scoring teams in the league last
Shut
week.
up.
But still came on top, defeating ET's Ibukaki Party by 9 points. Brock
Whoever writes
Bowers.
these does such a good job of making you feel bad about yourself, don't they?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, Brock Bowers led the way for the victors, 44 points. Wins all count the same, but if they want to rack up another victory this week against the ultimate stinkers, they'll need more contributions. I mean, yeah,
If it
a
wasn't for
win's a win.
Brock Bowers, if it wasn't for him getting 40, even if he would have gotten his 12 points, I would have been set. I would have won. That would have been it. But no.
That's bonkers.
It's
Bonkers performance.
Straight up bonkers. Ridiculous.
Hey, you can't live in the past. You gotta get you guys
I
motivated
guess
for
you're
the coming
right.
week.
I guess you're right. But, well, Brock Bowers did have a pretty high score, and he did happen to make the top 5 top scoring players. But the absolute top scoring player happened to be Caleb Williams out there in Chicago.
Yeah, Anthony, we were talking about how scary Taylor Gang is looking right now after dominating Jimmy by about 30 points.
Yeah, because that was the matchup to watch last week. You guys called it. It was it truly showed up, and this Chicago team, I just don't know what to expect out of Sunshine Williams over there in Chicago.
It's like a roll of the dice every week. Do they get a good roll, or is it going to be a shit show again? So
Yeah.
they got a good roll this
Here's
time.
my other question within the same game. Who'd have thunk in the year of our Lord 2025 that Joe Flacco of all people, hear the name again, Joe Flacco
Yeah.
of all people
This
would be
makes me
on
want
the
to throw up a
Cincinnati
little bit.
Bengals being the number 2 scoring player in the mid year of a fantasy
Don't
league.
say his
It's
name
crazy.
again because you're going to Beetlejuice him and he's going to show up in my house or something like that. So please don't say his name.
Well, he's doing his rounds of the or the AFC
Yeah,
North, so he's due to wind up at our
somebody
doorstep
Beetlejuiced him this year.
season.
He just has the DNA of all the AFC North teams just imprinted on his brain. He just knows, and it's impossible to doubt that there's just something about this Flacco guy that
I don't like that.
that has got the AFC North on lock.
Well, that's enough for
Then that's like
Anthony
seeing that
here.
he's
Let's just
on.
go ahead and get him off the.
Yeah, seeing that he's on JJ's team. Just one comment about that.
Oh,
It's just more and more evidence that his lineup was built by artificial intelligence this
exactly.
week.
Like who would?
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point to make. Only AI would think that was a good idea and not go with their gut. So
Right. Because it's never anyone's gut feeling to start Joe Flacco.
no,
It's true.
but it was a good gut feeling.
What's your name, Xander? If it was Xander, that's different.
Yeah, but it was it was a good gut call to play Sam Darnold. Saquon D's nuts. It was the only player on the team to actually make a difference for him, but obviously wasn't enough for the win. But good showing for Sam Darnold getting 44.5 points.
And you just want to skip that person that got 44.3.
Yeah,
I presume.
It's
Brock Bowers.
Enough said.
I'm like making a negative symbol in front of the 44 on my screen, so he actually got negative 44.3 points, and I have the win. Everyone.
Congrats.
Thank you, everyone.
And you know what? You know what's so annoying? I went to the most valuable bench warmers in the false starters page. That picture of Patrick Mahomes cheesing is like dartboard material.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't even need to look at the valuable bench warmers. I mean, Laidlaw style still won. Ultimate Stinkers obviously made stinky lineup decisions, but this picture of Patty Mahomes is just frustrating.
What a freaking chode.
It makes you feel better that he lost.
Yeah.
And he is like the face of a false starter. Hopefully we see more of these false starts.
I would rather see him here on this for sure. For sure.
Yeah. If he was on the first slide, I don't know if Adam would have showed up this evening.
No. Well, somebody actually had to start the show by himself, so just everyone else you'll get to hear.
Co-host fell asleep for a little while this evening.
Everyone, just so you know,
that person's not named Adam.
I texted Blough at 8:30. I'm pretty much good when you are, man. And then it was radio silence until 9:06 when I said, "Must have fallen asleep. I'm going to try this solo. Wish me luck when you wake up." Well,
and I felt my phone. I was like, "Oh God."
You made it though. You made it. It didn't get too far in, but yeah. Back to the false starters though. Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, that was. I'm glad he was a false starter because the Steelers were able to get the win since he was.
Yeah, and even AI would pick Jonathan Taylor to start based on how his season's going.
Yeah,
so
yeah. But the big one for Gage. Roma Dunze with the big goose eggs there. The 2 zeros, the 0.0 looks like, like eyes looking at you like, oh, I got 0 points.
Yeah, we were calling Gage to make a name change.
Yeah.
He needs a spark.
Yeah, it's like the stinkers are on the up, and that's Trevin, right?
Illegal touching's on the up. Four in a row. That's Trev.
Yeah.
And then Billy top Trevin bottom. It is it's just not boding well.
No.
Yeah, so we told him to change it to Big Weenie Top Gage Bottom for the new name.
I think it's a good name. It feels good to say it, at least. And that's coming from E.T.'s Egg Bukake Party.
Yeah, and I think Gage would enjoy saying it too. Honestly,
I think he would. I think he would. He's the kind of. Well, listen. I have to hold my tongue. I guess I'm dealing with a defamation case Apparently, I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to tell everyone that he went to fat camp with me last week. I didn't
Oh yeah,
realize.
he's very upset about that.
I thought we were buds. He was passing me, Butterfinger bars, and we were going on, all kinds of fun hijinks in the woods at fat camp, but no. I mean, I'll have to talk to him this weekend. I mean, we have to keep going back every weekend. It's not like a one weekend thing. It's like every weekend. It's it is what it is. Whatever. But yeah, I can't say much more about it. Defamation lawsuit has a has be
Save it for the
up.
courtroom.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. All right.
We'll have lead counsel Adam P. represent you.
Yeah, there you go. I'd appreciate that. I would. When he's not making, when he's done with the case that a certain
just don't let Gage bring any non-open beers in the courtroom, or he'll throw them at you.
Oh yeah, that would be. We'll have to strip search him before he comes in each time. Well, I mean,
Yeah. Speaking of throwing beers, doesn't this face of Brock Bowers make you want to throw a beer at his face?
I really do. It's ridiculous. Like, get that guy out of here. Can we just look how long his neck is?
Ew.
Like, that's not
Yeah.
right.
Ew.
That's not right. There's somebody photoshopped his neck.
Like he
has
sleeps.
to be.
It's like he sleeps upside down. He's just stretching out.
Exactly. What is his mom?
like
A
Gumby.
giraffe? Fucking
Gumby Bowers.
He looks so happy. He looks so happy to be on the Raiders
It's
too.
like, oh god.
Oh yeah, that's all I can think about him. So I love being on this great
It's
team.
like, I'd rather go back to the zoo where I belong. Hey, all right.
You know what? If we look at so we're going into week 10.
Yeah.
So getting into the final few weeks of the season here. I think because we have an honorable guest, we should save his matchup for last.
I agree.
We'll talk about Riggins Riggs versus Billy Top Gage or whatever, Billy Top Trev Bottom in a few minutes. But I think we can run it down from top to bottom. I think, Adam,
I
are
feel
you
good.
seeing Team Auto Draft first, Brian Exotic first?
No, but I can go there real quick. It's easy because mine's at the top. Yours is at the top for yours, but mine's at the top. But
That's true.
We'll do yours. I'm good with that. Team Auto Draft is going to have to take a look at their roster here, and the auto whatever bot that they have, because
he's going to have to run his lineup through ChatGPT for sure this week.
Yes, yeah. Doesn't look too great for him. Flacco's out and Travis Kelce is out. Kyler Murray, who he could put in, is questionable at the moment. I
also read that Kyler Murray's benched this week because Jacoby Brissett played so well.
Yeah, exactly.
Saw it earlier today.
Yep. So that might be something that leans in your favor here. I like that. You need to keep an eye on Puka. Hopefully he's okay.
I read that they were winning so bad that they took him out as a precaution.
Good.
And he could have went back in and played.
I wish Washington would have done the same thing but reverse for Jaden Daniels. They were losing so bad, so they took him out, but they didn't.
A lot of controversy around that.
But they didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 2 quarters too long for Jane Daniels to be in there.
So, but yeah, I think you, Blough, I'm gonna have to go with you on this one, because even if he can put in some players to his team because of the bye, I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think Team Auto Draft is gonna experience their first fourth loss of the game of the week of the year, whatever. And I haven't even had anything to drink tonight. This is ridiculous. And you're gonna go on to 8-2.
That's what I'm feeling like.
Yeah,
We have to do it. We have to do it for mankind. We can't let the robots take
that's
over.
exactly
We
it.
have to win for the good of the human race.
Damn right. Has to be. So, all right, putting putting my faith in you this week to take on Team Auto Draft.
We need it. We're feeling good.
How about Ultimate Stinkers versus the Lone Orangers?
2, 4, and 5 teams. Looks like a close
Uh,
matchup this week.
and yeah, it might be a low scoring one. This might actually Tony might actually earn re-earn his stinker moniker because it's kind of low scoring. So it
He
might
has a
be a
lot of
stinky
guys
week.
on by.
Might be a stinky week. We're
Yeah,
gonna call
that's
this a
like
stinky week, maybe.
all those players. I don't always trust how the ESPN does their stats about like potential for bust or potential for like breakout, but a lot of these names on here, I've seen more bust weeks than breakout weeks for
Yeah,
both teams. So it's still gonna be close. Like I don't see Zach Charbonnet all of a sudden getting a couple touchdowns, and I don't see um I don't see um Daniel Jones. I mean, hopefully he gets some moves back against Atlanta, but we'll
yeah.
we'll see what really anchors both these teams to actually getting some points on the board.
Maybe the Steelers have rattled Daniel Jones, and he's just going to be like, I can't throw the ball anymore. I threw 3 interceptions, fumbled the ball. It's like I can't do this anymore. They really got into his head. Maybe that's what happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm definitely declaring this game the stinker of the week. I don't think it's going to be very high scoring. Um,
Yeah.
there's just too many questions in both lineups right now.
Yep. Agreed. But I'm. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Tony on this one. Feel good about Josh Allen and Kyron Williams. Um, yeah, I mean, uh, Lamar Jackson went off against Miami. There's no reason why Josh Allen can't. I mean, he's coming off a huge win against Kansas City. He's going to keep it rolling, I think. So I'm
I
going to
think I'm
go.
with you,
I'm
Adam.
going
I
with
think I'm
Tony on
going
this one.
Tony as well.
Yeah, I feel bad for Sean going 3-0 pick, but you see that Bills D playing against Miami, and I got a soft spot um, for David Montgomery just being like the workhorse he is coming up at RB2
Yeah.
up against some NFC East teams that aren't well known for good defense. So, well, if Sean pulls it off, it'll be on the backs of Adam's favorite tight end, and
Old long neck. Wasn't
yeah.
he in the land before time? Wasn't he one of those long necks that were running around in that movie? You know?
Yeah,
Mhm.
he was in that movie.
I don't know why I thought of Land Before Time and not like Jurassic Park. I could have said Jurassic Park, but I love Land Before Time. I'll say that.
It's a great film.
It is a great film. All right. I could talk all day about Land Before Time, actually. I love that movie. God damn it. It's a good movie.
We could do a side quest
I think
podcast
we're
and
going to
talk
have
about
to.
it.
You're right. That's it. That's
Just
coming
like our
up.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater Greatest Hits idea.
Yes. Okay. All right. Pencil that one in too. Okay. Just as long as you don't fall asleep.
I'll be home for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yes. All right. All right. All right. Football. Lay before time. Football. Illegal touching. Trev's team versus Wade Boggs style Drew. Right now, Drew needs to put one player in. I see he's got eight to play. So his tight end. Who does he have? He's got Jake Ferguson on bye, so he's gonna have to move some things around. And I'm not sure who he's gonna want to drop is the question. Probably the Bashal Tootin running back. He's probably gonna have to drop him to pick up a different tight end. But
I might have to make a couple calls for a trade.
Yeah, because even with the tight ends that are available out there, I don't think there's any that are going to be like, oh, he's going to get 10 or more points projected. So this is going to be Trev's one to really start the trend to make this these past 2 weeks, this week and last week, a 2-0.
Are you
And
taking
plus,
Trev?
I think I am. I'm taking Trev on this one. It's just it happens to be he's hitting a bye week for Drew, and even though it's just one person on bye, I think it should be enough because Drake London has been phenomenal now. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Fields, he might want to. Trevor Lawrence against Houston versus Justin Fields against Cleveland. That's a tough call. That is a tough call. I'm glad I don't have to make that call.
I don't know. I love Trev's team right now. Like I said, he's won 4 in a row.
Yeah.
But Drew's gonna find some random tight end with
It's,
some random name that none of us can pronounce. Who's
yep.
gonna score 16 points?
Was Hinkle McCringleberry a tight end? I think he was. I think he was a wide receiver, but
Yeah, like
he
he
could
has
probably
this
be a tight end.
person. He
Tucker
has like
Kraft is just sitting on the
Kylie
waiver wire.
Minogue at running
Tucker
back.
Kraft.
Tucker,
I
I
mean,
mean,
he's just gonna find some random player, and I'm
Yeah.
picking like so. Short story long,
Yeah.
I'm taking Drew.
Okay, you're gonna take Drew. I'm taking Trev. This is where his win streak has to keep going here. You can't call it a streak unless you win at least 2 in a row. So this is where the streak starts.
What about you, Ant?
I think Trevin Shirey is Justin Fields' biggest fan. I
You're right.
besides Justin Fields, and that the amount of confidence he has in Justin, I think is showing in Justin's performance. I think there are no losers watching this game. I think this may be a fun game to watch. To Dan's point, there will just be a point scorer that Drew can fit in there, and the fewer names I know on Drew's roster, the more I want him to win with that
Yeah.
jambalaya of a team. So I think I'm picking Drew, and I'm interested to see how this matchup turns out.
Yeah, I think you're right, Anthony. Now this isn't as close as Tony and Sean's game, but when it comes to games that are going to be a little bit higher scoring, I like this. I like to keep an eye on this one because if Drew can find a tight end and make it a closer projected total, then this might be the one to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm declaring this the game of the week. I think this
Yeah,
is the game of the week. I think Anthony's right. This is going to be a fun one.
I can agree to that. I like that. All right, Taylor Gang, Petrin, he's coming in.
Juggernaut, another
Place.
juggernaut.
Mm-hmm. Now, can we get Taylor to Saquon D's nuts? I don't know. This might be
Now with Travis Kelce in the mix.
not exactly. We're gonna need to see that guy get out of here if we can get Taylor to
Really do
Saquon
have
D's
a
nuts.
chance. Yeah.
But if Saquon Barkley can recover completely and have a couple practices this week, get that questionable marker taken off, and have a good game against Green Bay, there might be a chance.
Yeah,
There's not a chance.
Yeah,
If he scores
I don't think
40
there
points,
is.
if he scores 40 points,
I mean, the Carolina
Mhm.
Panthers beat these Green Bay Packers. So no, that wasn't with high scoring points, but like I, I thought the Packers were super solid, at least compared to like watching them play at Acrisure. It's like, oh, these guys are going to the Super Bowl,
different
but
team.
the whole different team. So Saquon is a brick wall for sure, but it's I don't know that Taylor gang that runs pretty deep.
Yeah, it does. The Jets, I have an inside source because a guy that I work with at work is like the Jets super fan, and he was having the worst day of his life today. The Jets have traded away so many of their good players on
They traded their
defense.
whole team away today.
Exactly. He was having a mental breakdown. He was, and Brees Hall was definitely on the chopping block as well. But apparently he's still with the Jets. But that's not good for Brees Hall. That's
Yeah,
not
that's
good.
not a good thing.
That
for
is
him.
not good for Brees Hall.
They traded their whole defense away, basically.
Yes.
Sauce Gardner.
Mm-hmm. There was a couple other ones. They sent someone to Dallas for like a first, second, and third round or something like that, and he was like, well, that's pretty good. Yeah. But
I think we're all picking Taylor Gang, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah. Let's go with the pick there. Unless Saquon can score 60 points.
Right. Anything's possible, though.
Yeah, probably not though, because he shouldn't have been picked out of position from the get-go. So, moving on to Xander versus Craig, Mike Tirico versus Mr. Feeney's Big Weenie. Both teams have some work to do on their lineup.
Yes, they do.
Which kind of makes
Craig's running. Looks like Craig's on to Jacoby Brissett again. Good choice, but he's got to get T. Higgins out of his lineup, and he's got to pick up another kicker.
I'm getting a little frustrated at the amount of teams that don't have their shit together when we're ready to podcast.
Yeah, they should know that we want to talk about this.
This is too much for me to think about now. Damn it.
This is the plight of a 14-league team, and also the plight of some absentee owners.
Yeah, don't lose hope, Xander. I think that might have been what happened. Don't lose hope.
And
let's have fun.
The thing is, I'll like. It may look like an absentee owner. It may just be terrible luck. Speaking for myself, like seeing some of my benches and numbers, it's like I promise I want my team to do well, but
yeah,
but you also haven't lost 8 in a row.
No, that's
that's true.
That's a good point. That's
so
it's a lot
from the rafters, man.
Asking the same questions of you, Ant.
Jesus. Really
8's
kick
a
a
lot.
Man when he's down, right? Yeah, but you also haven't lost 8 in a row.
So I have a hot take.
Okay.
There's no chance in hell you can lose 9 in a row. I'm picking Xander.
Yeah.
Craig.
I agree. Let's do it. Let's do it for Xander. Even though I'd feel better about picking Xander if he would take Lamar Jackson out. I
would too.
Put Dak. I know he's on a bye. Put Dak Prescott in.
You might be better because Lamar Jackson.
He's gonna get you negative points.
He's probably gonna get you negative points.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I mean, it's the Ravens. Come on.
Who are you riding with, Anthony?
Oh yeah, we gotta. It's tough, man. There's we don't want 9 in a row, and I at least for everyone who's working on getting some motivation, gotta see Mike keep it competitive.
Yeah,
gotta see. I think that's the move. It'll be crazy if like Jacoby Brissett outplays Lamar. That'd be a cold day in hell, but anything's possible in this league.
Yep. So
I'll go with Mike Tirico.
There you go. We can't get 9 in a row. We can't get that. That can't happen.
Let it happen.
No. Okay. All right. Before we get to yours,
2 more left.
Well, before we get to yours, we got to do mine, right? And we got.
You play Jimmy.
I played
Coming
Jimmy.
off a rough loss, both of you.
We both are. Jimmy has
closest projected matchup of the week.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like we should still keep Tony in was it Tony and Sean's game, the stinky game of the week. because
Agree.
they're so close. They're so close in rankings. This could be the upset of the week.
If
Yeah, I
Xander
smell
doesn't
it.
win, this might be the upset of the week.
Yeah, yeah. To get to for a 3-6 team to take down a 6-3, this might be it. This is my chance. Honest, this is the best chance I'm going to have. Jimmy has to run
I
with.
think you're due. I think you're due
Yeah,
for one.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, Jimmy's running with an old, washed-up jackass player for his number 2 running back, Bam.
Yeah,
And
Derrick Henry stinks.
yeah, I don't know where that guy came from. One Dale Robinson out in Giants territory. I don't think he's going to do. No, he's not.
No, and he's got like Debo Samuel on flex, and
Yep.
with Jaden Daniels hurt, and I don't know if Marcus Mariota can
Yeah, I wouldn't
quack his way to some touchdowns.
Yeah, he's not going to duck Hodges it. Is that what you were doing quack for?
University of Oregon legend Marcus Mariota.
Okay, all right. I was going with Duck Hodges, the old, backup QB for the Steelers. That was actually a nationally ranked duck caller.
Yeah, no, and that's even actually a better backup than Marcus Mariota, arguably.
Exactly. I actually talked to him to Duck Hodges for completely weird reasons, because I work for a screen print embroidery place, and he wanted to get a specific hat through a specific vendor, and the vendor's like, we can't sell directly to people, you have to go through a distributor. And they're like, I know Adam from Extreme Wear is a Steelers fan, so he had me reach out to Duck and like, hey, I can get you these hats.
Nice.
Yeah, that's my claim to fame right there.
What's Duck doing these days?
He's hunting. that's what he was.
Always doing.
Yeah, that's all he's doing. He's like, that's all I care about, really. So, but I hope I get a win. I hope I do upset and spoil a little bit of the fun. Take some of the joy out of painting.
I'm taking you this week, Adam. I'm taking you. I think you're gonna play spoiler.
I'm gonna egg bukkake all over the joy of painting.
I gotta. I'll just.
Painting, aren't you?
Yeah, I gotta go with it, because this could break Jimmy's season. If he goes down 2 now.
Yeah, you think about
in a heartbreaking loss.
It could be the straw that breaks the camel's back on this one. So. But all right, so I hope. Thank you guys for your vote of confidence here. I'll take it. But we got a big game to talk about. We do.
Huge game. We
got a game. The main thing we need to look at is Gage going to change his name or not? Because Anthony, you have, and historically, name changes have helped. So.
Let's see what we can do. I mean, I think like these numbers, these projections, they're just numbers,
Yeah.
That ESPN didn't tell me I was going to go score 63 points last week. Those are just lies.
Exactly.
So,
they certainly are. You got a problem though. You do have one problem.
Yeah.
It's, you could leave Tillman in there and maybe he'll cancel out Alvin Kamara. But I wouldn't,
No, so I just moved him there. He was sitting on my IR since week 2.
Okay.
So he's like, he's at least returned. We'll see if he actually practiced yesterday.
Okay.
But and we'll also see how waivers clear in 24 hours.
Of course.
Yep. But of course, I noted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So you're not just an absent manager this year, this week at least. So
no, he was warming the bench. If you look at the history, I had Mike Evans as well. I had to take out behind the tool shed, just like Tucker.
Yeah.
And so like Cedric has been warming the bench.
Listen,
as someone who,
I was telling my buddies at work here, like, people on my team, the people who I have drafted on my team are in danger since I'm playing them for some reason. So, and I think for you as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I had Tyreek Hill and Jaden Daniels with that nasty thing. I mean, he's not going to be out for a whole long time, I don't think. But you, on the other hand, have had some bad luck as well.
You may just hit the
Yeah,
waiver wire, Ant.
yeah. Well, I'm trying to make some magic happen, and I don't and like the people that are on by that I have that
I have a wide
Javonte Williams
receiver and a
had.
tight end available if you're interested.
Ah,
If you're interested in taking it offline.
We could see what happens. I've discussed this in the chat just separately, um, but if we can get some trades, the sooner that I could respond and look out to them, better that they could serve me on Sunday. I don't want to sleep on any offers. I don't want to miss a window to say yes to something so we can get some playing time on my team. I don't want to do them dirty.
Blough, if you'd like, I'm pretty good at making proposals, at least, or like sales pitches apparently, so I could also help you with the sales pitch for it.
I need help with that for sure. So
Yeah, you were sleeping on the job.
But you know what?
Hey,
I'm not making this pick out of spite by any means. But I'm picking Anthony to win.
That's what I like to hear.
yeah,
I have a feeling you're going to make some smart lineup changes, and I think it's going to be close. I think you're going to be a little nervous, but I also think at the same time you're going to come out on top.
Yeah,
I think Gage is too proud to change his name.
He is too proud, and that's probably going to be his downfall at this point. Secondarily, Alvin Kamara is probably going to get 0 points. He's just been terrible. And Roma Dunza, I think he should be Dunza. Just take the O off and just be Dunza. So this is your chance. This is your chance. I tried to get you to start the stream, the streak last week. All right, start it this week. That's all you can do.
That's all. Yeah, it's just any given Sunday.
Start the streak.
And appreciate the vote of confidence. Gage, good luck. Have fun. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Let's give
Take him down.
A good show.
Yeah. Thank you. All right, everyone. I say that's probably it. I don't think we really have anything else left to say except I don't know. Dave. Free off. That's right.
I'm going back to bed.
Dave goes to go to sleep. Dude, making me fucking do this by myself again, you bastard.
And frig off to bed. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it.
Take it easy. Take it sleazy. I said. Sleazy. I made that up. Bye.
Bye.
Frig off.